Kementeri Pelapisa ke Sorkar India ke Nirmala Sitharaman kalaong baya karam kabala shim daki jylla syatai lambingi na kabentaki kampen roy kendai po persen ke siew ke Sorkar Pdeng bat 10% ke siew na ke Sorkar jylla. Haba keren hakilat pathai kubor ha marian kalaong bakajing pelong ya ka leveraging externally aided project in northeastern state kalong ba kia keren halor kini ki skim ki bawan na syabar ri ki bapentrai ha kini ki jylla ha kathan syatai lambingi. Haba jubab ya kajing keli haba daibat kajing don kita kinong yaram ki balatip ha kaktin nong waikum ki konsultan ke Menteri Sorkar Pdeng kalaong ban yo yakini ki skim don kam ki beriu ki bala pentibet kerpang ha ki kam karkum ki skim bakin kersan ya kajing trikam ha ki Sorkar jylla. Habaya dai ba kajing pentrikam ya ka 16 Finance Commission ka Menteri kalaong bala buat renti ya kijing ai jing mut jong ka commission bat kani kalong salonsar ha kari barok kawai kam dai tang na benta ki jylla ka than chatai lam ingi kari India. Ka Menteri kalpan pau ya kajing so komen jong ka ban ye i ba ki skim ki bala bai tingka ha kani ka jylla kala syam bala pentrikam hakarukom kaba isong kun kum ka jaka taliat muslim muslah hari boy bat ka stadium hau West Janta Hills bat kiwei ru ki skim karukom pentrikam kalong kaba ihun.
The externally aided projects have shown significant changes in the states, particularly in the northeastern states. And when we talk of externally aided projects, 90% of the loans are completely paid back by the center. The state only bears 10%, which effectively, with the land, with other expenditures, would be about 72 to 74% for the states, and the rest is completely on the center. So it's a centrally fund. About 72 will be center's share, and the rest will be states. So it's a substantial benefit to the state, particularly in the northeast, where the center pays, as I said, close to 75% of the entire loan, and the state's burden is very limited to that extent. So it has a direct benefit in transforming the fundamental projects which are so necessary for the state, whether it is infrastructure, whether it is social infrastructure, schools, or education, skilling related. So in the last at least 8 years since after COVID, we found that on the one hand, the central assistance in the name of SASKI, which is given as a 50-year interest-free borrowing to the states, or projects under the externally aided route, have both transformed the states of the northeast. But even as we found that states were benefiting, we thought that the institutional capacity and the ability to convert the projects quickly in time and then have a pipeline of projects with which you can keep going on with newer and newer things were good in some states but were limited in most states of the northeast. And therefore we wanted to have a 2-day kind of a seminar where all the chief ministers gracefully attended, and in it with the help of those multilateral development finance institutions, we'll talk about how to improve on the capacity within states, and then what are the best practices that can be copied, and so on. So we had this today, and I'm grateful that the Chief Minister agreed to host it, and then all others came and participated except Manipur, which explained that they would send all their officials, but the CM couldn't come, and Arunachal similarly. So I'll be just attending the valedictory of the 2-day. I understand the discussions are going on very well. In the meanwhile, in the morning onwards, and yesterday before we commenced this program, I've been happy to be part of the launching of one major completed project for dealing with spices in a very, very nice and very well approved processes, which is also funded by the IFAD. And today, for instance, one of the beautiful stadiums, I was very impressed because it has that large aura about a good sports stadium, and the children and college students were all there, and the spirit was really very energetic, and that was one of the purposes I had gone to the Jaintia site. and participated also with the GI tagged clay pottery, which is made without a potter's wheel but purely with the hand. I was there as well, and could interact with the community. So my visit, therefore, although centered around the workshop, also had the benefit, like the last time, the benefit of such programs. You need executional capacity within the states. States may have it, states may not have it, states probably are building that capacity and so on. Now, with the workshop that we have had, we are trying to say if institutional capacity has to be strengthened, either to bid for the projects or get the projects once gotten, how to go about executing within the time frame and without compromising on the standards. So if states have the machinery, institutional capacities, yes, or else you need to have somebody handhold you for some time, you get these assistance. End of the day, we want the people to benefit by quality assets which can help the communities and stand out as a signature addition to the state's properties which belong to the people. So I think that is where this 2-day workshop has focused to give capacities. And post-COVID, we wanted to make sure that the fundamental infrastructure of the states are supported. This is not a recommendation of the Finance Commission at all. But because the PM was very clear that unless states are supported for capital assets, the progress will be uneven. And therefore, we wanted to give it. And I am happy to hear a journalist tell me, how long are you going to do this? We will do it as long as states have at least a basic fundamental foundation for connectivity, for support mechanisms, for social investments in terms of schools, hospitals, and other institutions which can help in training, help in skilling, common facility for marketing. And that's one of the weightage given to the various factors which together, given each one different weights, together decide on the formulation. That's not unique to Northeast. That's unique to the entire country. So I don't think I'll agree with you when you say it has done this for Northeast. No, it is part of the weights given in deciding the formula, and that is common to all states in India.